Hey yo, what is up everyone? It's your boy MarcFlameZ back again with another video, and today we are doing a tier listing of all the crossover boxing fights all over, whether it's from YouTube or TikTok event or like a rapper event or any type of event. They're all together in a tier list. We are going to tier them up, so let's just get into that. We got all the crossover boxing cards. First one's KSI versus Joe Weller. I seen all these fights, but I didn't watch the event all together at the time because back then I really wasn't interested in boxing nor watching it till like the KSI versus Logan fight. So I would say from the fights I seen, I'd say I put good fights because the only ones that were good was Gibbs and then KSI's, if I'm not mistaken. So I'd put good fights, and then the rest of them were kind of meh, in my opinion. By the way, this is my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. So don't be like, why'd you put Austin McBroom and not watch? You should have watched it! Next is KSI versus Logan. I'd say great fights. I wouldn't say Hall of Fame at the time because no one remembered. Everyone's more focused on the rematches and all that for that fight because of the draw. Adam versus Marcus. I'd say good fights. Except for Adam rigging it, but other than that, it was good fights, especially the Slim and Fuzi fight. That was a good fight. It was a good scrap. Other than Fuzi blocking with his face, it was a good fight. KSI versus Logan 2. I actually watched this whole card through a man's glasses. Can you believe I was one of the people who were watching it through his glasses? The man chuckled. I told him to stop moving. I'd say Hall of Fame. You obviously have to, because everything was right about this fight, and there was a lot of ups and downs in this fight. Like the 2-point deduction, the knockdown, not counting, and it's just a lot. There's a lot. I enjoyed it. I thought, in my opinion, at the time, I thought Logan won, but once rewatching, you could see KSI won by unanimous decision. Jake Paul versus Gibb. Now, I'm just putting this in a fight perspective because it was co-main for another fight. I don't remember the fight, but I know for a fact this was a co-main fight. I'd say it was a great fight just because everyone was doubting Jake. Everyone thought he was gonna lose, and from the training Jake was doing with Shane Mosley, he was on another level than Gibb. And I don't want to hear, oh, Gibb was overweight, oh, it shouldn't have been in Miami. Jake grabbed this offer off of another boxing card. Like, he was co-main. He wasn't even main event for this. I don't want to hear that. That's why I like this fight. It's a great fight. Jake versus Nate. Has to be Hall of Fame. I've never seen anyone get sleeped in a boxing match that badly. Not even, I'd say compared to Deontay Wilder with Tyson Fury 3, maybe comparable. But I really haven't saw anyone like stay like laying down like that. So I'd say that was a really good fight. The card was incredible, by the way. I wish Vidal fought it, and I really wish he did. It would have been the cherry on top with that card. Jake versus Askren. I'd say I would only say good fights. The promo, all that was really good. It's just the fight itself and how the camera was. The camera set and the undercard was kind of meh. Snoop Dogg on the mic made it good. I feel like if Snoop Dogg was on that mic, it would have been boring. But Jake got the job done, and I enjoyed it. I thought Jake was gonna win that, by the way, from start to finish. I just didn't think Ben was gonna be a good striker in the 3 months period of time that he got to train. There's Mayweather versus Paul. This is interesting. The fight was I had to put it a boring fight. I'm sorry. Like, it was. There wasn't really interested on the card. It was literally only like the build. They didn't even have a real press conference. That's the thing. So like, I don't know. I thought it was boring. I feel like, again, like the Askren thing, it was promo like carried everything. When it came to the fight, it wasn't really that much interesting. Other than Money Kick's rigged fight, Wally getting what's it called? Wally getting robbed. And Slim just demolishing NA Productions. I'd say I'll be real. I think it's good fights. I wouldn't say it's better than the Jake Paul card, but I'd say like with Slim just demolishing NNA, it was hilarious. Jake Woodley, I'd say great fights. I like all the fights on it, even just the normal boxing card, especially Amanda Serrano. That's what introduced me, and I actually did a watch party on the recent fight. I'm happy that Katie Taylor's getting a rematch with her. That's sick. I'm very excited. I thought Amanda Serrano won that fight, first of all. I just want to make that clear. I forgot about Social Gloves. I'd say great fights too. I say great fights, like, except for like not a lot of people got knockouts and all that, but like every fight was very good. I was in New Jersey, like on my phone, just like while we were chilling. I'm just on my phone, like hunched over watching Social Gloves. Like it was these are good fights. Other than him not paying everyone, like it was good fights. I want knockout too. I'd put good fights, but over Jake Paul versus Askren. I'd say, actually, hold on, we gotta stay. Was the BFC 2021? No, yeah, it was 2021. I'd say good fights. I was actually very entertained, except for Jake Paul Woodley too. Who was on that card? I know Amanda Serrano was obviously on the card. She makes every card entertaining. Jake fight. I'd say from the time, like I had like my friend Booty Club Casey watching it with me. But like, first of all, I want to make it clear where Casey thought Woodley was gonna win. He thought Woodley was gonna win again, and he thought Anderson was gonna win. He was wrong with all three of them. All right, so Casey, if you're watching this, stop betting against Jake. He's gonna win every fight. Stop it. But I think Woodley too is also great fights. Showstar. The only good fights, Salt Poppy and King Kenny. Those are the two only fights that are very interesting. I'd say that's 2 fights out of like what, 8 fights on that card. And the production, there was a lot boring fights. I'm just saying, bro. No one knocked each other out. To be honest, I watched Creator Clash, the Hall of Fame. You have to give credit where credit's due. They didn't need to have fake beef. They didn't need to have like that like interaction in a negative way. Everyone was positive. They were just there for basically an influencer beatdown. That's literally the name of it. And we got what we was paid for. It was worth the price. I'll give it that. I watched one fight, and that was like one of the heavyweight fights that one of the dudes was just going crazy. Like, he looked really good. Versus Ryan Taylor. Surprisingly, I watched this whole thing. I bought the pay-per-view and all that. They surprised me with good fights. I gotta give it to them. It was weird camera angles. Other than that, Anthony put on a show. I think Anthony won that fight, but I didn't know why it was a draw. It was I'd say, I'm not even trying to dick ride KSI. I think that was a Hall of Famer for sure. Like, everything about the build-up, everything about the night, it was literally perfect. Other than Sensei getting robbed, that was it. Everything was spot on. Slim, like, being friends with Deji during the workout, being friendly, like, everything was just so good. The build-up was nice. Everyone was watching it. All my friends were watching it, and it was nice. I loved it. And versus Gib, honestly, I'll be real. Great fights. You gotta give it to Social Gloves. They don't sell, but when you illegally stream it, you get good fights. I'm just saying. They just need to lower their price, and that's it. They could really, honestly, they could do good if they lower their price to like $10. Like Swingler versus Shirley's, I'd say great fights. Other than Jay Swingler being main event for another tuna can, but Slim coming back. Yeah, I'd say Paul versus Silva. I'd say great fights. The card was really good. I like the cards, and having Dr. Mike on it was a really smart decision. Mayweather versus Deji. I'll be unbiased. It was. I'd say it's on the borderline of about to be born fights. Just a lot was happening. I have not watched the Battle of Thrones event with AJ Bunker. I can't rebuy it. Like, if I can buy it, I would buy it just to watch it. There's nowhere of any footage of it. I can't find any footage of it. And then Dean the Great versus Wiley Sharks. The gorgeous event. I'd say great fights too. I above Misfits 2 for sure. Actually, no, I might move that to good fights. Just cause Misfits 3 really outshowed, and everything was a pro record. No 3 rounds. They're all 4 rounds that are above. But everything was good about that fight. Everything's all that. And then KSI versus Temper, I will put it above. Like, you might not believe me, but I might put this above KSI. But these aren't in order, I'm just saying. I'd say I like this event a lot more than the first KSI Logan card. I'm just saying everything about this card, with upsets, with the mystery opponent, just like how everything was set up for Misfits 04 was really good, and I liked it. And then the first round knockout, obviously I got upset because I just didn't like how KSI was like saying, oh, Temper's a hard opponent, Dylan Daz is saying he's nothing. I didn't like that, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna bet Temper by split decision or unanimous decision. And he got knocked out first round, and everyone yelled at me. He's like, I thought Temper was gonna win. I'm like, kinda was hoping it. But yeah, this is my list. I'd say, yeah, I feel like this is probably like a good list, in my opinion. But hope you enjoyed this. If you do, please like, subscribe. I'm trying to make more videos. Don't worry, calm down. I'll be making videos. Don't worry. See you guys in the next video. Peace.